In the haunting tale of Restless Souls, Terrifying Encounters in Cemeteries, a seasoned paranormal investigator ventures into the eerie stillness of a century-old cemetery known for its haunting mysteries. Drawn to the somber atmosphere and secrets of the deceased, the investigator seeks to unravel the truth behind the restless spirits said to roam the sacred grounds. As a seasoned paranormal investigator, I had explored many haunted places, but none compared to the eerie stillness and somber atmosphere of a cemetery at night. Cemeteries, with their rows of gravestones and silent tombs, held secrets of lives long gone, and I was drawn to unravel the mysteries of these resting places for the dead. On a moonlit night, I found myself standing at the entrance of a century-old cemetery known for its haunting tales. My heart pounded in anticipation as I stepped inside, feeling a chill crawl up my spine. Shadows danced on the gravestones, and an eerie mist seemed to rise from the ground, adding to the otherworldly ambience. Equipped with my EVP recorder and flashlight, I ventured further into the heart of the cemetery. I could hear the soft rustling of leaves and the distant hooting of an owl, but there was something else, a faint murmur that sent shivers down my spine. As I passed by the graves, I noticed a peculiar pattern, a series of headstones with the same date of death, all clustered together. It was as if a tragedy had struck this place, leaving a trail of sorrow and restless souls in its wake. Curiosity got the better of me, and I approached one of the clustered graves. The headstone bore the name of a young woman who had passed away at the age of 20. The date etched on the stone was the same as the others in the cluster, June 8, 1887. I turned on my EVP recorder, hoping to capture any whispers from beyond the veil. To my surprise, a soft voice spoke into the silence, "Help me." It was a plea that seemed to echo from the depths of the grave. As I continued my investigation, I felt a presence lingering around me, a heaviness in the air that seemed to weigh me down. The temperature dropped drastically, and I could see my breath in the frosty air. In the distance, I noticed a flickering light, drawing me deeper into the cemetery's heart. As I approached, the light vanished, leaving me in complete darkness. I fumbled for my flashlight, but it wouldn't turn on. Panic started to set in as I felt a cold hand grip my shoulder. I turned around, but there was no one there. Fear gnawed at my senses, and I felt as if I was being watched by unseen eyes. Every rustle of leaves and creak of branches sent my heart racing. Amid the darkness, a figure emerged, a ghostly apparition, glowing faintly in the moonlight. It was the young woman from the clustered graves, her eyes hollow and her form translucent. She reached out to me, her hand passing through mine, and I could feel her desperation. "My soul is trapped," she whispered, her voice trembling with sorrow. "I cannot rest until I am set free." With a surge of determination, I asked how I could help her find peace. The spirit revealed that she had been murdered on June 8, 1887, her life cut short by an unknown assailant. Her restless soul could not find rest until her killer was brought to justice. Determined to help the tormented spirit, I returned to the archives, digging through old newspapers and records to find any trace of the young woman's murder. Hours turned into days, and I refused to give up. Finally, I uncovered a long-forgotten article, a tragic tale of a young woman found dead in the cemetery on June 8, 1887. Her murder had remained unsolved, and her spirit had lingered, seeking justice. Armed with this newfound information, I returned to the cemetery, the young woman's spirit still lingering in the shadows. With a solemn promise, I vowed to seek justice for her and find her killer, setting her restless soul free. Days turned into weeks, and my investigation led me to an old family estate on the outskirts of town. There, hidden in the family archives, I found a letter, confessing to the young woman's murder. It was a dark secret buried by the wealthy family to protect their reputation. With the evidence in hand, I contacted the local authorities, urging them to reopen the cold case. The truth came to light, and justice was finally served for the young woman whose spirit had haunted the cemetery for decades. As the news spread, I returned to the cemetery one last time. The atmosphere felt different, calmer, as if the restless souls had finally found peace. I whispered my gratitude to the young woman's spirit, thanking her for guiding me to the truth. From that night on, the cemetery's haunting tales took on a different meaning for me. No longer was it a place of fear, but a sanctuary for the souls who had found their way home. Restless spirits found solace, and I found purpose in giving them a voice. Cemeteries may hold the remnants of the deceased, but within their shadows lie stories of the forgotten and the lost, tales that deserve to be told and spirits that yearn for peace. As a paranormal investigator, I learned that sometimes, the scariest encounters were not with malevolent entities, but with restless souls seeking justice. After a heart-wrenching encounter with the tormented spirit of a young woman, the investigator's determination to bring her justice leads to an emotional journey of discovery. Unraveling a long-forgotten murder, the investigator sets the restless soul free, granting peace to the once haunted cemetery. The chilling encounters transform into a poignant reminder that the spirits of the deceased sometimes seek closure and resolution from the living.